Bombadil, drag o flag o Tom Bombadil. Hey, Mary, ring-a-dong-dillo, ring-a-dong, hop along, follow the willow. Tom Bom jolly, Tom Bombadil, drag o flag o Tom Bombadil.
I haven't talked about the Rings of Power in a while because, well, the Rings of Power hasn't been on, but it does return at the end of August. It's August 29th for season 2, and we just learned some new information. We know that Tom Bombadil will be a character in season 2. Now, obviously, if you're familiar with Lord of the Rings, you know who Tom Bombadil is, unless you've just seen the movies, because Peter Jackson left Bombadil out of the movie for understandable reasons. I'm not sure how well that character would translate to that film, or if there was really time. But I've always been a little bummed out by it because I do think he's a really fascinating character. He's, you know, the oldest being in Middle-earth, and he's very mysterious. And his encounter with the hobbits is unique in that he is able to take the ring, put the ring on, nothing happens, give it back. It has no effect over him. So in some ways, he sits outside of this entire conflict and the whole sort of magic that Sauron and the elves and Gandalf, etc., all engage in. I've always found that kind of fascinating. So of course, the Rings of Power are bringing Tom Bombadil into season 2, and he will meet with not Gandalf, who the Stranger. Isn't it funny that the Acolyte also has a character named the Stranger? Huh. Anyways, apparently when not Gandalf and Nori, the not Hobbit, are traveling to the east, they will encounter Tom Bombadil. Spoilers from the actual show producers. And apparently he will nudge them, or he'll nudge Gandalf in the right direction or whatever, because and that they said that he is slightly more interventionist than you see in the books, but only by 5 or 10%. They got that down to percentages. As we know, Bombadil was a little interventionist in the book. He saved the hobbits from the Barrow Downs, and he, gave them shelter and sang them songs and all that stuff. So, but he really stayed outside the conflict. And in my recollection of what has been said, what Tolkien said about Bombadil, like he would be, if Sauron took over everything, I mean, the elves were destroyed. Sauron's dominion covered all of Middle-earth. The last patch of land would be Bombadil's. So that's really fascinating to me. And apparently to J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, the showrunners for The Rings of Power. Now, in GameSpot, there is an exclusive article, and this is a passage from the article. It includes a quote from J.D. Payne, but this is not all attributed to him. This is from the article. A quarter of the characters' dialogue comes straight from the books, and the writers meticulously researched how J.R.R. Tolkien adapted Anglo-Saxon verse to create the rest. Now, we all know what the dialogue was like in season 1, so what I am assuming meticulously researched means is that they plugged it into ChatGPT. Write I should actually, I'm going to try it. Hold on, before we get to this next part, let's go to ChatGPT here. I wish I was recording this with oh, it's not even loading, so I don't know. Let me read the rest of this passage and then we'll go to ChatGPT. Now here's the quote. One of the moments I love best about this season is when the Stranger asks, "Who are you?" and Bombadil just says, "Eldest. Eldest, bitch." He's wacky and sings songs, but when he says that, you get this sense of, oh, he's been around for thousands of years. Yeah, whenever I ask somebody who they are and they reply with eldest, old, who are you? Old, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm like, oh, you must have been around for thousands of years. Golly. All right, here we go. ChatGPT. Write some dialogue for Tom Bombadil in The Rings of Power as he speaks with the Stranger. Use the, wait, what do they call it? Anglo-Saxon verse. Use ancient Anglo-Saxon verse to inspire the dialogue, making it similar to J.R.R. Tolkien's prose. Okay. Certainly. Here's a dialogue inspired by ancient Anglo-Saxon verse and J.R.R. Tolkien's prose, where Tom Bombadil speaks with the stranger in the Rings of Power. Tom Bombadil. Ho there, wanderer, bright of eye, by oak and ash in yonder sky, what brings thee hither, far from home, to dance where ancient spirits roam? Oh my god, so bad. Oh, it's all in rhyme. This whole thing's in rhyme. Oh no, we can't do this. I seek the path where shadows lie, the hidden ways, the whispered sigh. A quest has led me to this land to find... Okay, I want Rings of Power Season 3 to be entirely in verse. Maybe we should do it in iambic pentameter. Okay, do that again, but not in rhyme. Just dialogue. Okay. Nope, that's the same. It's the same. Okay, I give up. Fuck you, ChatGPT. You suck. But you don't suck as bad as the writers of the Rings of Power. Anyways, okay. So the headline here. I'm burying the lead. The headline here is that a quarter of the characters' dialogue comes straight from the books. Now, Tom Bombadil is in the Fellowship of the Ring, where he meets Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin when they are in the Old Forest, and Old Man Willow almost kills them. He saves them, then he saves them again. He's a jolly old fellow, Tom Bombadillo. But all his dialogue is with those four hobbits. So what they're saying is that a quarter, 25%, of his dialogue in Rings of Power is the same as his dialogue with the hobbits, despite him being thousands of years in the past in a different region of Middle-earth, talking with totally different people. They are cribbing a quarter of the dialogue from the books. Then they're trying to be all deep about it, like eldest. Eldest is, okay, here's the passage. Here's the passage where he says eldest in the books. Eldest, that's what I am. Mark my words, my friends. Tom was here before the river and the trees. Tom remembers the first raindrop and the first acorn. He made paths before the big people and saw the little people arriving. He was here before the kings and the graves and the barrow-wights. When the elves passed westward, Tom was here already, before the seas were bent. He knew the dark under the stars when it was fearless, before the Dark Lord came from outside. The eldest, that's what I am. I mean, so they've taken that line, and when the stranger asks, "Who are you?" he says, "Eldest." I'm so excited for season 2. Oh my god. I actually am excited. I really enjoy these terrible shows because I'm able with a show like this to just say, this is fanfic, not even good fanfic. This is not good fanfic. It is certainly not canon. It is not Tolkien. It is, I don't even, when I watch this, I don't even think, well, this is anywhere, at all true, at all real, at all part of what Tolkien created. This is just something that some hack imposters created to make Amazon money. And I'm sure they're using AI, they're using the algorithm, they're using all this shit so that they can get, big audiences and just really like all these little, we're using the source material, we're meticulously researching. All of that is bullshit. They're doing whatever the hell they want. They're running roughshod over the source material. If they respect it, they don't have the talent or the wherewithal to actually create something worthy of it. And that is a damn shame. But that is what we're stuck with. So I enjoy it for what it is, which is just, another in this long line of TV shows, adaptations, spin-offs, continuations. It's just like Night Country with True Detective. There's all these callbacks in Night Country. At one point the guy says, "Time is a flat circle." And it's like, oh my God, I want to fucking slap you. You don't actually, there's no reason for that to be in Night Country. He has no connection to Reggie Ledoux or the Tuttles, the pedophile ring. None of that is actually connected. It is a it is just a random, bizarre thing for this guy to say. And there's so much like that where modern entertainment is just callbacks and Easter eggs and references. And it's all on this surface level, generic, like, we hope that people will go make a viral TikTok video about it. And where they're going to go onto Reddit and social media. And they're going to, that's what it's there for. It's to drive some sort of weird, fucked up engagement. And unfortunately, a lot of modern audiences just suck that stuff up. There's just the vampires create it, and then the audiences they just love it. But actually, and here we get into that no true Scotsman territory. But a lot of the older fans, a lot of the fans who love the books, that love the Lord of the Rings, that love the first season of True Detective, that loves the original trilogy of Star Wars, a lot of them are considered now to be toxic because we want fidelity to the source material, and we don't want these weird corporate bastardizations of it. Hey, they're giving it to us though, right? They're giving us a quarter of the same exact dialogue from the books. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Peace.
Hey doll, merry doll, ring-a-dong dillo, ring-a-dong hop along, follow the willow, tom bom jolly tom tom bombadil.